The strange sadness of family albums. There is something unusual about family albums. At first glance, they are filled with happy moments. Birthdays, weddings, vacations, holiday gatherings, smiling faces, celebrations, laughter frozen in time. And yet, despite all this happiness, family albums often carry a quiet sadness. A feeling that is difficult to explain. A feeling many people recognize the moment they begin turning the pages. Why does something filled with joyful memories sometimes feel so emotional? The answer may have less to do with the photographs themselves and more to do with time. Every photograph inside a family album captures a moment that can never happen again. The people may still be alive. The places may still exist. But that exact moment is gone forever. The conversation ended. The laughter faded. The day passed. The image remains. But the moment does not. Photography has a strange relationship with time. It preserves appearance while reminding us that time continues moving forward. A photograph says two things at once. This happened, and at the same time, this is over. Perhaps that is why family albums feel different from ordinary photographs. They are not simply collections of images. They are collections of vanished moments. As we move through an album, we begin noticing things we once ignored. A grandparent standing in the background. A child who is now an adult. A family home that no longer exists. People who have changed. People who have moved away. People who are no longer here. The photograph remains unchanged, but our relationship with it changes constantly. Each year adds new meaning. A picture that once felt ordinary becomes precious. A face that once seemed familiar becomes irreplaceable. Time transforms the image, and time transforms us. There is also something deeply human about the way family albums reveal change. In daily life, change happens slowly. So slowly that we barely notice it. Children grow taller, parents grow older, families evolve, years pass, but photographs allow us to see decades in seconds. We turn a page and suddenly 10 years have disappeared. Another page and 20 years have passed. The album becomes a visual reminder of how quickly life moves. This can feel beautiful, but it can also feel unsettling. Because family albums quietly reveal a truth that most people try not to think about. Nothing remains exactly the same. Not faces, not families, not moments, not life itself. And yet, there is something comforting hidden within that realization. The photographs exist because the moments existed. The people laughed, the celebrations happened, the relationships were real. The image becomes evidence that a moment once belonged to the world. Even if only briefly. Perhaps this is why family albums are so powerful. They allow us to visit places that no longer exist. To see people as they once were. To reconnect with versions of ourselves that have disappeared into memory. In a sense, every family album is a small museum of time. Not a museum filled with famous events, but one filled with ordinary lives. Ordinary people, ordinary moments, the very things that become extraordinary once they are gone. And maybe that is the source of the sadness. Not grief, not regret, but awareness. Awareness that life is constantly changing. That every photograph represents a moment already slipping into history. That one day, even today's photographs will become part of someone else's family album. Someone else's memory, someone else's story. The next time you open an old family album, look carefully. You are not just looking at photographs. You are looking at time itself. You are looking at moments that survived. Moments that refused to disappear completely. And perhaps the strange sadness you feel is really gratitude. Gratitude that those moments existed at all. And that for a brief moment, through the photographs, they can still be found again.